What's up, everyone? How's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan, and today we have a very special guest. If you don't know who he is already, then you probably have been living under a boulder or a rock or something metal and shiny of some sorts. Today we are joined together with Dustin from Dustin is Driving. Drum roll, please, everyone.
What's up, my Ghost Riders?
What's
Everyone
up?
Smack a bitch responsibly.
Yeah, this is Dustin's second time on the channel. So everyone say what's up to Dustin and leave a big thumbs up before we get started.
Yeah, let's get the thumbs up rolling in. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, so
We got Rick, Gig. What's going on?
We got people in the chat yet?
Yep.
All right, so yeah, today's video, we're just doing a live Q&A, and if you're watching this on the replay, this is just a normal Q&A, so you can rewatch it. You don't have to be live to, listen to the responses. So if you have any questions at all, leave them in the chat right now. And if you're watching this on replay, leave them in the comments, and then we'll go back and respond to a few of them. So yeah, Dustin, why don't you just introduce yourself really quickly?
All right, I'm Dustin. Dustin is Driving. Been doing this for a little over 3 years now. It's pretty fun, even though we all might not like what Uber has been doing lately. You can still make some pretty good money doing this. Yeah. And you just have to figure out different ways to adapt and overcome. That's pretty much about all you can do.
Yeah. So Dustin, he has a YouTube channel with almost 18,000 subscribers, and maybe by tomorrow when you watching this, he'll probably already have 18. So go ahead and subscribe over to him. The link to his channel is in the description. And yeah, leave your comments down below. A couple quick shout outs to Rick Reviews, The Gig Lifestyle, Jacques Levesque, Douglas Miller, he's from Fort Riley, and Digital Revolution. So yeah, leave your questions down below. Cool.
Well,
yeah.
We already got one question from Digital.
Yeah. So before we get into the questions, though, I think there's something there's like a package.
Yeah, I think you said something about you were going to be getting some new merch, man. I haven't seen it in a while. What's going on about that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I have my one Rideshare Hub merch on, but like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I should be expecting delivery soon.
Yeah, I thought you said you got shipment.
It should have been here 5 minutes ago.
Uh-oh.
Oh, who's that?
Got some merch delivery here.
Oh, what's up?
What's up, man?
Oh, are you here for the merch delivery?
Yeah, got some brand new merch.
Oh, we got new merch, boys. We back in business.
It finally came in.
Let's go through one by one. First off, this is Kevin, by the way. He's not actually a delivery guy. Here's the first. Look at this beautiful Rideshare Hub merch.
It's a beauty.
Yeah.
Look at the one I'm wearing.
Oh yeah, that one's my favorite.
It's like the shirt version of this one.
All right, let's run through them really quick. So we got this one.
This one.
You got the other ones?
It's a shirt.
Oh, this one. Look at that. What do you think that one, Dustin?
Style in white. That's what's up right there.
That one's sick. I wear this one all the time.
Making me jealous, man. Gotta get my line started.
Look at that one, dude. Oh, what?
Oh man, got them whites. Gotta keep them whites nice and fresh.
And if you want to pretend like you're in middle school, you can wear it.
It's a Scion FRS right there.
Where's the Friends logo one? I don't know. Anyways, guys, yeah, there's the link to the merch is in the description if you want to get some merch and support the channel so we can make more awesome videos.
Yeah, guys, support the channel. Get that merch. If you're watching the Rideshare Hub, you might as well be repping it.
Exactly, and they're pretty. Actually, they're really good quality because I only get the best of the best. I always get the top quality, so they're super comfy, and yeah, they're pretty affordable too.
They last longer.
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah, let's just hang these up.
Hey, what's going on, Ken Snyder? Oh, thanks for that super chat, man.
Oh, Ben, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Yeah, so guys, leave your questions down below, and we're gonna get into all of them right now. So, yeah, Kevin, why don't you sit down?
Someone wants you to give away something tonight. Well, we got to get a bunch of likes up in here before I'm sure anything that could happen.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, 100 likes?
Okay, at 100 likes, I'll give away a Rideshare Hub hoodie and a T-shirt. How about that?
Oh, you hear that, guys? 100 likes. Start
100 likes.
sharing.
Hit the like button. So
Smash that like button.
Kevin, why don't
Bitch
you
that button, boys? Smack it, bitch.
Hulk smash it.
Hulk smash the like button, guys? All right, so leave your questions down below. The first question that we have comes from Digital Revolution. He says, which do you recommend most if you had to pick one, Lyft or Uber, and why or why not?
All right, that's
Kevin.
pretty easy, right? Oh, go ahead.
Kevin, first of all, this is Kevin. He's my roommate slash co-host for today. And he's the Lyft and Uber passenger, so he's going to be sharing his perspective on, you know. What was the question? Let's get the shirts in there. Yeah. So, what do you prefer, Uber or Lyft? Why or why not?
I take Uber more, mostly because of the price. I feel like it's a little warm. And just turn on the light now.
Oh yeah, So, why do you prefer Uber?
One, I don't have a Lyft app. I mean, I saw my.
So you don't have a Lyft app?
Okay, no.
What about you? What about you, Dustin?
Always use Uber, so.
See, me, when I go ahead, I'd always, even though I mainly drive, but I would say when I take any kind of ride, it's always Uber, because anytime you would ever order a Lyft ride, it would always say your driver's at least 15, 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
And then I could just sit there and in the same spot, hit my Uber app, and voila, bam, they're like 5, 6 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I'd say, I mean, the price pretty much is the same. We all know they're both cheap.
Yeah.
But so it's like first come, first serve.
So what about now switching back to driver mode? I mean,
driver mode, obviously.
I already know the answer.
I'm not with Lyft anymore because they were a bunch of douchebags, and false reports can get you guys. And that's why you never, ever, ever put all your eggs in one basket and try to do this full time. You always want to do these part-time gigs. That's what they are. Some markets, yes, you can make big, but remember, with the bigger the risk, not bigger the reward. I'm telling you guys that right now. Okay, so don't go buy a new car. Don't do any of that crap just to do rideshare. You have to.
100% on rideshare, or like if you're doing 100%, at least do both, just so you have that backup.
Yes, you definitely want to have both, because like I said, I'm not with Lyft anymore, but I still got Uber, and Uber's always better, because every time I got a ping from a rider, it was 15, 20 minutes away. And I'm not driving that far for a base fare. That's a negative ghost rider right there.
Yeah. Negative ghost rider.
That's right.
It's a negative ghost rider. So, okay. Jacques Levesque says, heard what we is testing in Florida about riders having to send a code before you can start the ride. Yeah. Yes. So, Dustin actually made a video about that. But basically what happens is when you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when a passenger gets into your car, they have to tell you a code, and then you have to confirm the code.
What it's there for now is most people were trying to cherry pick all the time and, start the trip, see where these people want to go. Now it makes it so when you pull up somewhere, you can't start the trip to find that out unless the person's in your vehicle. So now when you pull up, it'll go ahead and say that, is the person in your car, like, is Marlo in your car? And you say yes, or you say no, and then it'll click and send them a code. And then when they get to your car, after they do the confirmation and you don't say their name, I don't care what kind of crap they say my name, no.
Yeah.
You have them tell you what your driver's name is, and then you can go ahead and say their name. And this time they should have already seen your license plate, and of course we all know the picture of our face. So if they have any other issues and want to make you still say their name first, well, that's just a cancel collect.
That's negative ghost rider.
That's a negative ghost rider. Don't.
All right, so Kevin, I know you can't stay for too long because you have something called homework. I don't know what that is. I don't do any of that. But before you leave, I wanted to get your opinion, your couple of your thoughts in here, and I wanted to see if you have any. Let me just fire a couple questions at you, then you can pick one to answer. Okay. First one is craziest Uber driver that you've ever had.
Oh, actually, this guy ran 2 stoplights or red lights.
He ran 2 red lights. Yeah. Yikes.
He was a bad driver. I was afraid for my life.
What rating did you give him? Did you give him 5 stars still?
Definitely not.
Give him 5 stars because he got there faster.
Hey, remember the motto though, right? It's like, did you die though?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
34.
I know. I had like the worst driver the other day, and I gave him a 1 star because I mean that guy was like crazy bad. And then everyone's like, I can't believe you rated a driver 1 star. I'm like,
gave him a 1 star, man.
Dude, he told me I was going to hell.
Yeah. He
was like, you're a product of the devil. You're going to hell. And I'm like, fine, you're getting a 1 star then.
I might have tipped him just for having the balls saying that to me. And I'm like, yo, here's $5, man. I'm putting you on YouTube.
Oh, I was going to tell you. Did I tell you? The other day, I took an Uber, actually yesterday, and he stopped at the
gas station. Yeah,
yeah, he stopped at the gas station mid-ride.
Wow. Didn't even ask to stop, right?
He didn't even say anything to me either. He just like, I thought he was pulling up to pick up some passenger, and he just, this guy was like reversing like gnarly. This is like, he didn't say 1 word to me the whole time. He was like jerking, and I'm like holding on for dear life. And it was an Uber pool, so there's like 4 people in there. And then he's like reversing back, and then he just starts pumping gas, and I'm like, the other person in the backseat and I were just like, so, how was your day?
Wow. That's definitely, that's bad. That driver should never have to do that.
Yeah.
You should always know you have to go offline, go get your own gas, or you ask the passengers, do they mind?
Oh, if you would have asked me, I would have been totally fine. But like,
what if you were like late to something?
If I was late, then I would be like, dude, like.
No, I'm saying like, what if you were and then you did that?
Okay, let's get through a couple questions.
We gotta come back to the chat and say hi to everybody. Got Gig,
so
Real Rideshare, the Beacon. What's up, Beacon?
Oh, Beacon of Light Drivers. Pamela, she's from Vegas, Las Vegas. Should we go to Vegas tonight?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
My stuff.
Why do you like Uber so much, Dustin, from Gig Lifestyle?
Because it's fun. It's fun. You meet new and entertaining people. You can make new connections, new clients, prospects, whatever you want to call them.
It is
and the fact of I can still drive for them and I can't lift, so that kind of knocks some options out.
Yeah. So for all the people who don't know, what happened to you with Lyft?
I got a false report because a rider was entitled and wanted to drink in my car, and I told her no. Remember, Red Solo is a no-no, and she would not. I gave her a chance. I was like, here, why don't you just go ahead and down it for, I got time to wait for you for a minute. You can take your time, drink it, finish it off. And she's like, no, I'm getting in. All these, the last driver let me do it. And I'm like, oh, I don't care what the last driver did. Should you spill it in his car too? Because that's what it looks like you're about to do in mine. And I'm sure, the last driver probably wasn't too happy about it. I was like, maybe he was scared to speak up, but this is my vehicle, my rules.
And so what did she say? She left you.
I just got a false report. It said that I was intoxicated. I was like, are you kidding me? She was like 7 sheets to the wind. So I don't understand. And then I contacted Lyft and they wouldn't reply back to me. All I did was get one email. It says, you're put on hold for investigation. And then in the same freaking paragraph at the bottom of it, it said, we found that you've had too many complaints or something and just deactivating. I was like, oh, really? Considering it was the first complaint, but okay. And I tried to contact them and they never replied back to me. I think I should have probably went to a hub.
Yeah.
They're only 5% of my rides. And like I said, it was basically there, but it was really slow. Personally, I'd rather do Uber Eats than Lyft.
If you guys get a false report, negate it right away. Do everything you can and try to talk to somebody in person. If you really want it back, or if you don't really care, like Dustin, then just move on. But So all right, keep leaving your questions, guys. Let's see. Do you have any more? How long are you gonna stay on here for?
2 minutes.
Okay. What do you think about? So Kevin's the pastor. So when you get into a car, how do you confirm that you have the correct Uber?
Oh, I just asked. It's not a very legit way. I just asked them oh, is this for Kevin?
All right, now let me ask you something. Did you, when your ride pulls up, is the first thing you do is try to open that door?
Me? No. Yeah. I asked them first.
Okay, so
they usually have.
You go up to the passenger window or something like that and have them roll it down, right?
No, what?
He's like saying,
when your Uber pulls up and you're sitting there looking at your phone, like, okay, cool, this is my
I make sure it's the right car.
The first thing you do is, do you go to the window and have them roll it, roll down or whatever to talk to you, or do you open their door? Is the first thing you do is open that door?
If their window's down, I talk to them through the window.
Okay, but if it's not down and it's up, do you wait for them to roll it down or do you open the door?
I'd just open the door.
Okay, see, that's the thing I'm saying. You never open someone's door unless you know.
Well, if you check the license plate, then you know it's the right car.
Yeah, I checked.
No, I'm saying that's how it should go because the driver technically should have had that door locked until he can first.
Oh yeah, no, dude.
Find anything out. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't nothing on your fault. You know what I'm saying? But
so we take Ubers a lot as passengers. No, I've never had a driver ever lock their door and roll their window down. Never once.
And that's the problem nowadays.
We talk about this, and all the drivers here watching are like, doing the right procedure. But in the grand, out of the millions, there's like 2 million drivers now in the U.S.
There's lots, yeah. And
almost
none of them have any kind of training. They're just winging it.
The people who watching these types of videos on the internet probably are 1%.
Probably not even that. Probably 0.5%. Like the money Uber gave us.
It's almost like we're kind of like preaching to the choir here, but like just to give the viewers a perspective, that's the reality out there. Is most drivers, they just they don't check at all. So, all right, guys, any more questions? Real rideshare stories. What's up, dude? What's up, Chris? How's it going?
Man.
He's awesome. He's on the channel on here all the time.
I thought he was saying like I was doing something wrong or something.
No. I was just wanted to know what you do.
Yeah.
Since you're not a driver, you wouldn't really think about that. So, what I'm saying? Like, do you think an illuminated sign in the window, as soon as you see that, that's going to like mean that's your driver? You don't think that, right?
Hmm. No,
just because you see a sign, you don't think that's automatically your driver. Like you said, you look at the license plate and stuff. You do what you're supposed to do. You're responsible. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, these laws that are trying to come out on us, just putting a light there isn't going to mean that's automatically your driver, because they can just get them off of Amazon or a driver sell them. So unless Uber just makes certain ones and makes sure that if that driver quits, they get it back, that's not going to save anything. So I just wanted to know how you do so we can get the perspective of a rider out there in the real world. And then, like you and Dylan said, almost none of the drivers actually do anything that they should do to make sure they stay safe and have the correct passengers and all that good stuff.
I noticed like some of them unlock the door once I get there, though. I noticed that actually a couple times. Yeah,
see, they should always roll down their window and have you talk to them. So that's when you converse, because otherwise, as soon as someone jumps in your car, it's hard as heck to get them to get out of your car. If you say get out and they don't want to get out, what are you going to do? That's when confrontations happen.
Yeah.
So if you just alleviate that from ever happening, everything should go smoothly. Every rider should make it to their correct driver, and everyone gets home safely.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So
he's confused.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
Always check the license plate. Yeah, always check the license plate.
Like, as a rider?
Oh, as a rider? Where?
He's asking as a rider? No, as a passenger.
Oh yeah, passenger rider. Same thing. Right?
Yeah, passenger.
Yeah.
Check the license plate.
Why is he confused though?
Oh, I don't know. All right, let me plug. Okay, whatever. All right, for you, Dustin. Let's get a couple of these questions going. So, moving on. What's the biggest tip you've ever received?
Biggest tip I ever received was I did like a little side gig for somebody through the app. They were doing like a bachelor party thing, and then afterwards, I had my Excel of 7 people in it, and they all tipped me $100. So I had a $700 tip one night. That was the best time ever.
You already beat me.
So you got more than my video. So my video was nothing for you.
Oh, I mean, like I said, I put in the work. I sat there and chauffeured them around for quite a bit.
I mean, how long? But how long? How much? I mean, okay, this is a good question though to follow up. How did you get that clientele in the first place?
From giving them my number, just having them randomly one night, and we had fun in the car. You make your passengers laugh.
Yeah.
They want to engage with you more and everything, and more likely to be a repeat customer, even with Uber or Lyft, and they want you. So you're like, hey, well, if you're ever going to go out sometime, here's my number. Call me in advance so we can try to set something up. Still learn everything through the app, so that way you're still legit. Because, getting the haircut, but then you just talk about tips and everything else, extra.
Yeah.
So, like when I have a private clientele and I go out, I'm getting tipped at least from $50 plus, no matter what. Even if I'm going out there for like an hour or two, I just make myself available that when they're ready to go to their next spot, they jump back in the car, they request me until I'm their driver, which usually takes between 2 to 4 times. I'm the driver, and we continue on to the next ride.
Yeah. So what do you think? Have you heard of this like Apex booking thing?
Yeah, I've heard about it, and I think it's supposed to be something pretty decent that's going to help a bunch of drivers. And I guess you could pick your favorite driver and all that. But
how do you work with your private? You just have you just have numbers?
I just have them call me and then schedule things up, and we go from there. And
I
I usually try to get a couple on the weekend, so that way it makes my worthwhile going out.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Well, no, I mean that's good though to hear, because that tip you didn't just get like on a fluke. Like you actually worked hard. Like it built up.
You got to hustle out there, guys.
Yeah,
you got to hustle. You got to engage with your passengers, because you never know who you can meet.
Yeah, build those relationships. It's not just getting a $700 tip randomly. Like that probably takes 20, 30 different private clients, and then one of them leave. Like there's all right, you want to final last words?
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch, guys. All right.
When in doubt, merch it out.
Kevin's got to go.
You got some homework. Shameless plug.
All right, Kevin, thanks for your input, man.
Before we hit the gym. Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to tip them.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I need my
Here, I have a little tip for you here.
I see.
Wait.
How much is this?
Just have one just chilling everywhere.
last time, but wait,
show the camera. It's legit.
Man.
All right, new video coming soon. Okay.
Was that a stripper pole I saw? No. That's the ones. Woo.
Yeah. Okay. So I did leave I did have a Q&A in my Facebook group. So somebody did ask. They're talking about minors. So how to deal with picking up passengers who are under 18, and like if they, you can't tell, how do you deal with those? So I want to ask you.
Oh, that's real easy. I pull up. If I think they're at all under 18, I ask for an ID. No ID, no ride. That's plain and simple right there. That's cut and to the point. I mean, they can sit there and say, oh, I don't have my ID and everything else. Like, I'm sorry, I can't take underage minors. And they can tell you they're 19, 20, and possibly they could be. But you know what? I have the right to ask for an ID.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can't provide it, then I'm not taking it. I'll sit there and wait. If they won't cancel, wait my time, cancel.
Yeah.
Collect and drive.
Collect and drive. Yeah. If you're picking up.
That's why I always say, though, to people, our time is worth money as well. And parents should know these things, that they're not allowed to have minors using the platforms. And they can sit there all the time, say the last driver let us do it, or I didn't know. But guess what? They knew, because right after you tell them that, you can start driving away, and blam, you get the same ping again from the same person.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know I was going to get you again.
I got that 3 times from the same person one time. I got $15 from like the kid over and over. I actually don't mind too much when I get like an underage passenger, because I can still get the $5 and like I mean, it's whatever, like the cancellation fee. I mean, depending on
I mean, it's just irked the fact that we have to go through all that and wait to time out still. But I'm still going to collect, because you wasted my time.
Exactly. Yeah, guys, it's totally fine. And I know a lot of drivers, like they take them and are just hush about it. Like, and they just say, oh, no one will find out or whatever.
That's
or some
your risk right there.
Some drivers even said, one driver said, oh, it's not my job to check if they're under 18.
That's correct. But you know what? It's still going to be your responsibility if something goes wrong. So if you really want to think like that and roll the dice, hey, I mean, I wish you the best of luck, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's like the same thing with cash rides. So taking cash rides, I mean, I've had people with the same logic comment on my video saying, oh yeah, I'll just have the person just pretend like we're friends if anything ever happens, and then It just, yeah, it gets
you hope they stick with that. You hope they stick to that story. But if you don't have the right commercial insurance or whatnot to do that, proper permits or whatever your market requires, and you get caught with that, that's a fine. If you get in an accident, someone gets hurt, that's going to be you. They're going to be suing you, and you are going to lose it all. So if you think a couple bucks, 20, 30 bucks is worth risking it all, that's not a good bet. That's the most negative Ghost Rider ever. Plus, you don't know if these people you're picking up are undercover cops.
Yeah, you have
could
more.
Possibly even be surprise Uber shoppers, as we call them. They could be someone working for Uber trying to get people to do that and get deactivated. I've heard about it happening before.
Have you? I've never really. I sort of heard about that. But
oh yes, and the cops doing it too. So I would never recommend doing it.
Have you ever
been
been
called? Your
called?
true friend or something? Hey, it's a friend, but you better hope your friend's not gonna try to screw you over.
Yeah, or like some stranger. I mean, you're pretty much just trusting a stranger.
I would not do it with no stranger. And in fact, you're not tracked on the app anymore. So if something happens to you, there will be no record of that ride ever happening. You will never be traced. And we hope to not see you on the news.
Yeah. Okay. Really good question from Suzanne Godwin. I'm going to read out some more questions, guys, so leave your questions. Suzanne Godwin says, have you ever driven away after you saw a passenger you were supposed to pick up because they felt that they might put you in danger?
Ooh, that's a good question. Now I've pulled up, and then I was going to leave, but there was like 5, 6 people out there, and they were all smashed and like horse playing with each other. Then one guy was bleeding and stuff like that.
I agree on that one.
Yeah, and they were gonna get all mad at me. So yeah, I did pull away like that because there was no point in getting confrontational. I mean, when there's like 6, 7 people, I wouldn't want to use protection.
Yeah.
Unless I was in fear of my life or anything like that. So it's better off to just drive away, wait a couple more minutes, cancel, and then blame. You'll be just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I mean, if you ever feel like, judge the situation yourself. If you don't have to pick up a passenger, like if they make you feel in danger, yeah, just move on. It's not worth it.
Or if your pickup spot's like somewhere in a dark alley and stuff like that at 3 in the morning and you're pulling up and you're not feeling it, just keep driving. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Just keep going.
Use your intuition.
Go with your gut instinct always.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see. Somebody else left a question.
Get some more likes in here, guys. We're only up to 16. Come on, you're supposed to get some free merch at 100.
We're dropping merch, guys. If you can see, that's we got a bunch of different merch we're dropping. So yeah, let's see. I live in a college town, and for some reason they do not know how to tip. I don't get it. I live in a college town, and college kids just don't have money, guys. They
don't care. They don't care at all. They want that cheap ride, and they got to save that money for eating and partying and all that stuff. So I can agree because Tampa is also a pretty good college town. But thankfully, I also have St. Pete where more of the better people live. Like rich people per se. Yeah. And then they tip more.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the reason is because college students, they don't know I would want to say like there's just some disconnect. I mean, they haven't graduated and moved on and gotten a job and know how hard it takes to make a living. So and a lot of them are just their parents are paying for it, so they just don't have that money, and the little money they do have, they use it to get food. So I mean, just don't worry about it too much. That's just like a segment that you're probably not going to hit with tips. don't
But that's why you never should expect tips because they're not. Most people don't. So when you should get them, just be appreciative. Yeah. And that's all you can really do. So as long as you don't ever expect them, you're never disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about expectation. So James says that Dustin's volume is going in and out. Guys, if you can you guys hear us okay? Leave a thumbs up if you can hear us. Fine. And if it's not like shaky or anything. Let's see. Why do you rideshare when it generates less money annually than minimum wage? Oh, that's
well, that's those people that don't know how to drive. Because when I go to drive, I make way more than minimum wage. So
yeah, I mean, the thing is, when you're first starting out, like yeah, you need a strategy. I mean, it also depends on like what kind of car you have too. Like if you're driving,
there's so many factors: the car, the market, the time of day you drive, where you drive. There's a lot of factors you need to know. Otherwise, you're just driving around aimlessly, hoping to get rides. Which comes to the point of don't drive around aimlessly. You find the good hot spots, you sit there and wait 10, 15 minutes, no ride, then move to another one. Keep those dead miles down low.
Yeah.
And of course, all the miles are write-offs in the end. So, Mr. Less than minimum wage, you do forget that at the end of the year, like today, for example, tax day, you get to write off all those miles. So you do get it back in the end.
Yeah. So like people saying, I mean, like you're not really making this amount of money, you're paying it in expenses.
Those are just people that don't know what they're doing.
You need Uber and Lyft is a job where there's not a whole lot of training. There's really none at all. And you need to figure it out for yourself. So make sure, I just made a video on this today, but when you're driving, make sure you're keeping track of every single mile you do, every single expense that you have.
There's apps out there to help you out, like QuickBooks.
Yeah.
There's a bunch. I use QuickBooks. I like QuickBooks.
Yeah.
Because you can also input your bank account. You can do everything right there.
Okay.
Any kind of lunch meals, your miles, everything automatically updates. And the best thing is, if somehow your phone screws up or anything, it automatically uploads to the cloud.
Yeah.
And it's always backed up. It will never lose that info. Because as we know, Uber, Lyft's technology glitches all the time. So if you want to depend on them to track your miles, well, that's a big negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah, they're not tracking every mile. Yeah, they're not tracking every mile. So when I get my end of the year summary, like it says the miles, and that's like it's way lower because it's not counting everything.
Way lower.
You guys, let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys prefer Uber or Lyft? And then where are you guys watching this from? Or what do you drive for?
Bob said it's a Ponzi scheme. You do realize Ponzi schemes mean like you make money on the driver over and over again, and we don't do that, so it's not a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. That's get upside. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that one you don't pay in. Everyone makes money.
Yeah.
Are you going to be jumping on that here soon?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I am.
Oh, I thought your link is down there. Oh, it's not down there yet.
No, I need
that link down there.
I will. Let's see. Yeah.
Thumbs up, guys. Come on, we're at 19.
Yeah. So
one more for free merch. Come on now. Somebody want to win something?
Yeah.
Monday.
Monday. Got to start the week off right with a little giveaway. So let's see. Oh, I had another question lined up for you. Okay, this is from Jean Anthony. Arrived to pick up a passenger the other day. Made me wait 10 minutes. Should have canceled. She had 2 young children. I told her I couldn't transport them because they didn't have a car seat or booster seat. She went ballistic. I told her it's a state law. Complained to the governor. I don't want any kids flying through my windshield, and I don't want a ticket. Read your blah, blah, blah. What do these parents do when they take their kids out? They are just too lazy to lug a car seat or booster seat around.
I like that driver right there. You did the right thing, man. Don't put your butt on the line for anybody, and especially when you know it's against the law, and you know they wouldn't do that in their own cars.
Yeah.
Don't let them think they can get away with it in your car because you will be held accountable. You think they're going to worry about not suing you? You're wrong. Okay, they're definitely going to sue you. So I like that driver right there. You did the right thing, man. You get the Smakovich Award. There you go.
If you come across a parent who's willing to take their baby with no car seat, you don't. There's so many things wrong with that. They don't even care about the safety of their own child.
Yeah, don't let them sit on their laps and all that good stuff. Oh, I'll hold them. It's like, no, that's okay.
Yeah, even if
hold their hand as you're walking out my vehicle. That's what you could do. Or better yet, they never would get in my vehicle because keep your doors locked.
Your doors locked.
Up to your car and you can see that they have children without proper car seats. So you're like, no.
Yeah.
Don't let them get in so you don't have no problems already. And you can just roll your window back up and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, all right, Dustin. What about YouTube? What's your favorite thing about being a YouTuber?
Oh, my favorite thing about being a YouTuber is connecting with so many other drivers and learning something new. Because I don't pretend to know everything. This game changes each and every day. Something happens somewhere in other markets. Things pop up all the time in test markets, like the new PIN code and everything. So you want to try to stay up to date and see what's going on so you can prepare yourself if you have to make adjustments. Like when they do rate cuts don't automatically happen everywhere. They start in one market to another, and they slowly roll them out, just like any other kind of new features.
Yeah.
And it's, it's fun. Get to vent, meet new people, have a good time.
That's what I always say. Venting is like such a good form of therapy.
I know. And people, that's not always complaining. Like, why, if you hate it so much, why you complain? Why you drive from them and make videos? It's like, oh, I don't know anybody in any job that doesn't complain about their job. It's like, let's get real. Even when you're independent contractors, own your own business, you're going to complain about something. It's just the way of life. It's healthy.
Yeah, you're going to a job 9 to 5, and then you meet up with your buddies for a beer after work. You're gonna or with your coworkers, you're gonna find something something wrong.
What's going on, Christy?
Yeah, what's up, Bob Harris, Stephen Warner, Ken Snyder. Ken Snyder drives 1 to 2 days a week. Bob, how's it going? Beacon of Light still here. James Leach, I'm the mother of 2 kids, and I would never do that.
Thank
good
you
parent.
for being a responsible parent. Thank you.
Yes, definitely.
I have 4, and I sure as hell would do it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for being a great driver. David Jones, Uber Eats, and Lyft in Savannah, Georgia. Nice. Yeah, Georgia, I really like Georgia. Georgia's awesome. Ken Snyder said 185 yesterday, $36 on gas. So, yeah, keep track of all that gas and all those miles, all those expenses. Yeah. More, okay, let's see. Uber in Alabama, but can drive for both. Real rideshare stories, Buffalo, New York. Yeah, I know. I need to come out to Buffalo and make a tipping drivers video soon.
Yeah.
I get more
ahead. $200 ahead.
$200 ahead. Yeah, be on the lookout for that, Chris. I get more rides from Uber, but not always. Depends on a few things. My new invention is drone Uber for people and deliveries. Yeah, that's pretty much already happening.
Hacking someone's drone and stealing their food.
Yeah. Oh, Lori Stewardship. Speaking of college students, I was told that Lyft started giving students a 25% discounts. Who eats that 25%, Lyft or the driver?
Lyft would eat it.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, we get paid for miles.
Yeah, it does.
And time. Yeah. That's it. And if they ever try to tell you anything different, they're lying.
So Uber,
I'm sure everyone's thing you can see now and then when Uber gets more, but that's because we signed it, and that's just how it goes. We get paid for time and distance. It's no longer the 80-20, 75-25 split. This
is actually a good topic. So when you're looking at how much you get paid versus how much your passenger pays, it's never gonna line up to be like a certain percentage because you get paid on time and mile, and that person might have a discount or whatever. It might surge for them, but it's not always. I mean, that's what I found. What do you have to say about that?
No, that's correct. It's exactly what it is. And sometimes it'll be surging. They get like the surge price, and we're only getting like $5 extra, yet they spent like an extra 25.
Yeah.
But that's how it is because that's what they changed it to.
Yeah.
And as much as it sucks, all you can do is what? Complain about it, which is what we do. We try to vent about it, and you just either deal with it or quit. That's always the bottom thing. Like we always say, no one forces you to do this, but just because we're doing it doesn't mean we have to be happy about everything.
Yeah.
Like we keep it real and tell people how it is. You can't sugarcoat it. It's not all sunshines and rainbows.
Yeah. That's definitely true. Let's see. And then I was going to say, in Uber's also doing this thing. They have this thing called Uber Rewards, for passengers. So they have certain tiers, which based on a number of rides that you do, you get like a percentage off of your rides. So if your passenger's getting 10, 20% off, it's not coming from your pay, from the driver pay. It's coming from Uber. And that's
Uber eats that. And that's why they said something about drivers are probably going to get upset here soon because they're going to be making changes, which they might be cutting bonuses, referral bonuses, quests, promotions. I hope not surge, you know what I mean? And maybe possibly even rates. We just don't know exactly yet.
Yeah. Shout out to Real Rideshare Stories. He just made a reaction video of my tipping drivers. So
that's what's up.
I appreciate that, man. That's, you know,
I might
if
have to
you,
do one
if
too.
you guys haven't checked out Chris's channel, Real Rideshare Stories, he's legit. Yeah, and go check out Dustin's channel while you're at it. Oh yeah, Tom Proctor says, I am new to rideshare. What is the best way to get started as a driver? Ooh.
Start watching videos. You start watching videos, but the really best way is get a friend of yours to request a ride from you. So that way you can actually see firsthand how the app works, what exactly you should do. So that way when you go to take your first real person, you're not that nervous. And make sure you do this during the day, not at night.
Yeah, when you start out during a slow time, like afternoon during the week. And like that way the person's not in a huge rush. You know, you're not sitting in traffic like rush hour trying to zoom to get somebody to work. But yeah, honestly, just get out there and develop a strategy. Oh yeah, and make sure you track from day one. Track all your expenses. Get a mileage tracker. If you're really good, like techie or you like math, you know, you can make a whole spreadsheet if you want. I know some people do that, and yeah, just be open-minded, but also, you know, follow these like safety tips too. Keep your doors locked whenever you pick a passenger up, and just, you know, keep watching these videos. And when I first started driving, I watched every single video on YouTube that had anything to do with Uber and Lyft. You know, I wanted to hear what other people are doing. So, you know, it's great that you're out here watching these types of videos. It does help. So, yeah. Do you think legislation, Real Rideshare Stories, do you think legislation is going to happen that will make drivers pay higher, like the minimum wage law for New York City, or talking about 75% or around there? Personally, I don't think that New York City, if you guys don't know, operates completely different. Sorry, it's loud over here.
Yeah, they operate completely different than the rest of the world. The rest of the U.S. does. And that's why they don't even have destination filters anymore. So they have their own set of laws. Supposedly they all have the minimum wage thing over there going on. I haven't heard much about it afterwards. But, yeah, so I don't know about this. I don't think they're going to make it 75%.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, New York City, they kind of basically have this law that protects taxis. So if you're driving Uber there, you need a pretty much a taxi license, and it costs like I think it's like $1,000 to get if you want to drive your own car. And so at least there's another YouTuber, Uber in New York City. I've talked to him before. He drives in New York City. He rents his car, and so he doesn't need to.
And now they put a cap on the new cars out there, so now it's even harder.
Yeah. So New York City is totally different. I don't know. A while ago, they were saying that they're going to do minimum wage of $27 an hour. I don't know. Like, do you know if that ever got passed? Or
it did get passed, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it yet. I haven't really heard anyone's complain. No one's really said much about it. So I don't really know what's going on, which is surprisingly. I've asked a couple people, but they haven't said anything bad or good about it.
Yeah, I was in New York recently, and yeah, you still see tons of taxis there. It's totally different than it's not. Uber and Lyft is not. I mean, there's still a lot, but it's still like that whole culture where you stand out on the side of the road and you wave down a taxi. I'm from the MH08 says, I'm from the taxi biz. I keep a complete spreadsheet. Awesome. That's really good. Spreadsheets can be fun if you do, if you realize how much money you're saving and stuff. David Jones, New York City is pretty much cabs. What's the difference between an Uber X and an Uber XL? Dustin drives Uber XL. So
yep, I am XL. The difference is you get paid more. It's not a whole lot more. So that way you can actually, if someone requests an Uber X and there's 5 people, you can actually have it upgraded to an XL. So
how do you do that? Do you do that after or before?
Usually after.
And you've never had any problems with that?
No, I mean once in a blue moon, but most of the time it'll just go through fine. But if possible though, if they have blatantly too many, you might want to say go ahead and re-request me as an XL, because otherwise you're cheating yourself out of the base fare part of the XL. Yeah.
So yeah, XL is just How many seats do you have? Do you have 7 or?
I have 7.
Okay.
7 and then me. So 8 people in my van at once.
Yeah. So Uber X and then Lyft normal is
Lyft Plus.
Is it it's not Lyft X. I don't know what the normal one is, but whatever.
It's Lyft Plus.
Oh, is it?
It's Lyft Basic, Lyft Plus.
Oh, Lyft Basic. Yeah. Yeah. So you're in your normal, you're going to have, it's just 5-seaters, you know, need your 4 doors. And then in an XL is, you know, when you have 7 or 8 seats.
6 or 7.
6 or 7. Let's just driving a limo out here. Oh, dude, I wanted to show you. I wanted to show everyone. I was walking home today, and look what I found. Do you see that?
Was that Uber Fleet?
That's a semi truck, but look in the window. You can. It's a Lyft sticker.
Lyft sticker. That's funny right there.
No, it's just Lyft, but like just that one. I mean, you can't really see it that well, but
triple XL. I
was like, this guy is driving a semi truck with a Lyft sticker on it.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know if it was a joke or not, but yeah. All right, guys. Let's see. Keep leaving your questions, guys. Let me see. Oh, what do you think about Dustin? What do you think about Lyft going public?
I think they're down to what, like $58?
It's like 56. I checked today.
$56 on the stock. So that kind of pretty much says it all. They started what at 82, and now they're down to 56.
No, it was like 87 or something.
87. It hasn't even been a month, and that's dropped. It might go up. It's possible, but I don't know. The way they are trying to do so many other things, they even say themselves they may never become profitable.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, I would wait to buy in until everything gets really, really low.
Yeah. I don't know. I bought some stock and then I made a video about it, but I literally sold it like the next day. So I didn't lose anything, but I mean, I lost a little bit, but like,
when it gets really low, I'm going to buy one stock of each so I can own both of them.
Yeah.
So I can say I own them.
Yeah. I just wanted to make like a little video on it. I wanted it to be like a little fun thing where I would like update everyone, but then I was like, I got over it. The original investors got out. It opened at 72. Yeah, actually, a lot of people who invested at the beginning, there's a waiting. So when you buy at the IPO price, and you're like not an employee, there's a waiting period. So you have to wait like 180 days in order to sell. Like the SEC has all these restrictions on that. Yeah, a lot of people did get screwed over, even if they bought in early at the IPO price. So yeah, let's see. Any more questions for you? Favorite movie? Go.
What?
Favorite movie? What's your favorite movie?
Gun.
Is it?
Yeah, that movie's awesome. That's where I got negative Ghost Rider, baby.
Favorite TV show? Do you watch TV?
Favorite TV show?
Do you watch anything right now?
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, didn't it just come like the new season or?
Yep, new season started yesterday.
Did you watch it or no?
Yeah, yes I did.
The whole thing?
Awesome.
Or no?
Oh yeah, I watched. Especially, I ain't missing no Game of Thrones. We've been waiting 2 years for this, and then and they left it like just pissing us off, waiting for next Sunday.
Yeah. Guys, let me know in the comments, what's your favorite movie? I'm curious.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie? The Hills Have Eyes.
The Hills Have Eyes too.
That's a weird movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's like incest. Probably shouldn't say that on here. I might get demonetized. The Matrix. Ooh, Matrix.
Ooh, The Matrix was good. The Matrix started it all for all the other movies.
Yeah.
Do all that slow motion stuff. So yeah, The Matrix was great.
Yeah. Guys, also, if you're just signing up, if you're new, if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out. I have my email linked in the description, or leave a comment on either my channel or Dustin's channel. Dustin's really good at replying to comments.
Sometimes. Well, most of the time, I guess.
Dude, you reply to every single comment I leave.
I haven't in the last couple of days. I've been slacking a little bit.
Okay, fair enough. Tom Proctor says, what are the sign-on bonuses? So the sign-on bonuses, from my knowledge, they vary. They change like every single week for pretty much every single market. That's it. Maybe not every week, but they change a lot just based on demand or based on the supply of drivers and the demand of passengers in that area at the time. Do you know anything about if like set prices or anything?
There's some markets out there you still get an extra bonus. Most of them now converted to guaranteed amounts.
Yeah.
Yes, each market is different and everything varies, and you only get whatever your market is offering, no matter what the code says when you sign up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, they used to be really like huge. Like when I signed up, I got I think it was like $1,500 just cash bonus after I did like a certain number of rides. But
yeah, mine was only $150 cash bonus after I did the rides.
Really?
Yeah, but that was also, you know, that was like 3 years ago.
Okay, I thought they used to always be like really good.
No, not down here at least.
Yeah. Tom Proctor's favorite movie is Go in 60 Seconds.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds.
That's when they steal all the cars or whatever. That's a good movie.
Yeah. Favorite scary movie, Bone Collector. Great scenes.
Yeah, that was a good movie too.
Haven't seen it. The Deuce is a very funny.
Denzel? You haven't seen that? What?
Old school. Oh, The Deuce. Stand By Me. Stand By Me? I don't know.
That's really old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not that old. You wouldn't know about that.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this. I do watch Woody Allen movies though. Like
Braveheart. There you go. That's a good one.
Braveheart, Hellraiser, watching in car wash. Oh, Osh20X is getting his car wash right now. Track that expense, man. Write that down. That's a tax deduction right there.
Yep.
The Usual Suspects. Lyft used to be $500 total. Oh yeah, so Lyft basically used to do these like drip bonuses where like every time you do a ride you get like a $2 bonus, but now I think they just cap it. So Real Rideshare Stories is saying Lyft used to be $500 total, $250 per ride a couple weeks ago. Now it's $200 for $2 a ride. Uber's $50 for X amount of rides. Yeah. All right. Oh, have you ever had like, I guess besides the tipping, have you ever had like a best passenger that you remember, Dustin?
a best passenger? I don't know. A lot of them are really fun. Some of them I ended up becoming friends with afterwards. So yeah, I guess.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Gone to their cookouts and invited me over for pool parties and stuff like that.
There you go.
And then I ended up taking my son to the Cub Scouts with one of them. So yeah, you meet some cool people out there.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
It's not always about the money, you know, and sometimes you get, you know, friendship out of things.
Definitely. It's yeah.
But let's be real, I still prefer money. Of course everyone prefers money. Like, show me the money.
Show me the money. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I don't know if any of you guys watched my latest video, but I dropped a video where I went around and tipped Uber drivers $200. That was really fun. So go watch.
Better seeing it in ones too. But like, what, 200 ones?
I'm trying to tell people to go watch it so I can.
Yeah, guys, take it down. You should link that in the description below so people could go watch it.
Yeah, I will. I'm trying to justify my spending habits. Worst passenger.
Oh, there's too many of those. I have so many videos on all of them. So yeah, I don't know which one I could actually dub the worst. Besides, I know, you know what? The guys that I got canceled on mid-trip and they were going to try to fight me. So what? I guess that technically was the worst.
Wait,
one video that I have that I got the 1.4 million hits on.
Oh, wait. So was that on Dashcam? Did you record that, Red?
No, that was before I had Dashcam.
Okay, so you're just talking about it then.
Because I had I didn't get to show the footage. I had the dash, but I didn't save it. Like that's before you started saving stuff.
Yeah.
I just had it with just that, you know, the next day it would override.
Yeah.
And I didn't think nothing about it because nothing happened, so I didn't bother making sure I saved it.
Yeah.
But that was like probably one of the worst.
And then
if I ever got assaulted, that stuff would be blasted. I'd be putting that on YouTube.
So how did you because that's never happened to me, but how did you find out that he canceled mid-trip? Did it like a noise
It
pop
goes
up?
the thing, and then it's like it's over, and then you go back to the normal GPS map, and it's like you no longer know where you're going.
Because like if you're using a third-party GPS, like
you'd still hear it beep like bling.
Okay, you'd still hear it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, and then didn't you have a passenger that he like something about carrying 2 TVs back to his house, and then like he tipped you like $100 or something? It was like around Black Friday. Do you remember that video you made?
Oh yeah, when I had to go back and forth a couple times. Yeah, it was worth it though.
Yeah,
that was worth it.
Didn't you say he tipped you like $50 or something?
I don't remember exactly how much he tipped me. I thought it was at least 100.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, I don't know.
But it was only for like I made like $150 or something like that, and it was in like 38 minutes or something like that.
I remember now because you said in the video that he told you, "I'll tip you through the app," and then you started laughing.
Yeah, because we hear that way too much.
Yeah, and then he's like, "You know what? Here you go." So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Frank Moreno, thank you for the $1 super chat, man. Thank you a lot. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to all the super chatters. Do you like to party? Can I sit up front? I mean, I don't care if people sit up front, as long as they like aren't. The only time I don't mind, the only time I don't like if they sit up front is if they sit up and they don't say a word. Like I had one kid get in, he brought his skateboard with him and he just sat up front, and it was like we were driving for like 20 minutes. He didn't say, like, I tried to make conversation, didn't say anything. It's like, dude, at least sit in the back if you're gonna like sit in silence the whole time.
Yeah, I don't mind if they sit next to me, but I prefer if it's one person, they sit behind the passenger seat. That way my dash cam gets a better look at them and I can kind of see them a little bit more. Yeah. I had extra mirrors and everything.
Oh, okay. I would think that you would want them to sit behind the passenger seat. You like when they sit directly behind you?
No, I said behind the passenger seat.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. Yeah, not behind me. Oh, hell no. You are not, out of all 7 seats in my van, you are not just getting in and sitting right behind me.
Yeah.
That's a negative Ghost Rider. You are not getting behind me.
Yeah, we're going to end the video pretty soon. So leave any final questions you have and give the thumbs up. Give a huge thumbs up to the chat, guys, for Dustin, having Dustin on. If you enjoyed having Dustin on, leave a big thumbs up.
All right. Thumbs up, guys.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to do this. I don't know. Maybe we can do this next time, but I don't want to do it like, I mean, what do you think about other, do you have any other, we'll just start out pretty, pretty easily. What do you think, do you have any other favorite rideshare YouTubers that you watch?
Well, the one I like, the one that has the most info for everything else is Harry. Harry's the one that I got started watching on. So, yeah, but I mean, I watch everybody else out there. Get entertainment with Revolution. I like to also make sure I'm keeping up on news and stuff with Entrepreneur. No Limit Rideshare. I mean, he's got some crazy things that happen because he's in like one of the biggest party markets out there. So it's always cool to see what's going on over there. Then I got some delivery guys. I got UDM and Paid to Drive and Team LMDU, all those guys out there. Oh, yeah. But one YouTuber that nobody really knows about who's crazy, Dark Road Run. That guy got some crazy editing skills and everything.
Yeah.
He should have 1,000 subs. I don't know why he doesn't have 1,000 subs yet. That guy's insane. I'm about to start paying him to edit my videos.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think
he's really good.
I think I've seen him make like one of his videos or something. Oh, Juan Gonzalez, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to Juan Gonzalez.
Oh yeah, and of course, I like watching Mandy, Driver Lady Pro.
Okay.
Try to show her some love and everything too. Trying to get her channel up. She's battling cancer and everything, and so far she's okay. But you know how that can go; they can turn it off real quick. But so there's just a lot of people out there. I was gonna
do a game where where I would read off a name of a YouTuber and then you would say like first word comes to mind. But I don't.
Yeah, I don't know about that one now.
But then I was like, it might not be a good idea. No, I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
Yeah. Guys, check out the other rideshare YouTubers. I actually leave a link in my description of all my favorite ones that I also watch. So you can go through that list too. But yeah, so Driver Lady Pro is a phenomenal lady. That's what Beacon of Light says.
That's right.
Yeah. Come to Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
I know, I haven't played guitar on the live stream in a while. Those days are over. Yeah, but yeah, let's see. Any final questions, guys?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody.
Yeah, I think we're wrapping this up pretty shortly here. But okay, couple of tips for rideshare safety, Dustin. I know you talk about this a lot on your channel. Just like sticking out for yourself. I mean, we already talked about keeping your doors locked.
Have a dash cam.
Have a dash cam.
Carry some kind of protection. Don't
Yeah.
let anybody know what it is, but protect yourselves by any means you feel is necessary, because it's much rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Judged by 12? Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather go to court than be in a morgue. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's what I mean. Judged by 12 instead of carried by 6.
Yeah.
See, Susan, technically that answer should be no, but that's just the TOS. Personally, I tell all the drivers, protect yourself by any means you feel is necessary, as long as it abides with your local state laws.
Yeah.
So technically, can you carry that? You're damn right you can. Just don't let nobody know what it is and where it is until hopefully you never have to use it.
Real Rideshare says amen.
That's right. Praise Jeebus.
Ken, thanks for joining, Ken. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up, guys. Come on now.
Yeah, leave a huge thumbs up. Okay, and then yeah. I made this video pretty recently. It got like kind of some I wouldn't say like controversy. Most people agreed with me, but I've had people kind of defending it. But I always say never flirt with your passengers. I mean, you're married and have kids, but for me, like, I'm
even the single guys, you shouldn't do that. And if they're gonna give you your number, I can't tell you what to take it or not. I just know wait a day. wait till the next day or something. I don't know. But you never really should be flirting with them while you're on the ride, especially if they're drunk, because anything can be said. And that's why dash cams are highly recommended. So if anything like that does go down in your vehicle, you have proof to collaborate your side of whatever story on what happens. But personally, I mean, if you want to get someone's number and call them another time, hey, you're an independent contractor. It's your business. You do what you want to do. But never should you try to do anything while you're in rides with people. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially when people are drunk and intoxicated. Yeah, you don't want to mess around with that because at that point they can't give consent when they're intoxicated. So just in general, but you never want to like risk getting deactivated for that. But yeah, I got hit heavy on twice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's happened to me. Yeah. I mean, getting hit on is one thing, but like trying to hit on somebody is another. And I mean, that's just a gray area in general. So I would just stay away from it.
See, if they're hitting on you, just say, if you want to show your appreciation, just make sure you tip me, not in the app. Say, tip me some cash. We'll be all right.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. I think that's about it. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I am going to go to the gym so I can get back in shape because I took like 3 months off, so I'm trying to get back in shape.
I got to start my channel back up and start working out again.
Yeah, how are you like since the Uber to the hospital?
Everything's been good now. I mean, I've changed my diet and everything else, and everything's been good.
Yeah. Can you work out now, or are you?
Yeah. I've been a little lazy.
I mean,
that's why I got to get that motivation to get back into it. I had 36 days in a row before that happened, so that was a bummer.
Yeah, I know. It's all about momentum. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go to the gym. Make sure to check out the merch if you want. The link in that will be in the description. It really helps, and I mean, it looks pretty cool too. You know, it's rideshare related, so you can wear it while you drive. I know some people out there have already sent me photos of them wearing merch while they drive, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, heavy lifting.
You should put a little video together with all the clips from it.
I know, yeah.
Enough clips from everybody wearing it, but like, boom, the people of Rideshare Hub.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Nope, I did that now. You can't take it.
I got some models wearing the. Oh, look at that! Look at that spice. We got a little photo shoot going on.
Oh, that's what's up.
I got a website. Check out the website, guys. merchclub.co/rideshare hub. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Dustin, thanks so much for joining.
Thank you for having me. Remember, people out there, you drive safe. Don't take crap from anybody.
In Uber on? Isn't that your thing?
I figured you were going to take over from there.
Oh, I thought you say like Uber on at the end.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do, but I just thought you were going to take over. I didn't want to end your video like that. You go ahead and end your video. I just wanted to make sure don't take crap from anybody, people.
No, because when I hear you say that, I was like, there's something missing. And then you go.
I know you're paying attention.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining. Make sure to go check out Dustin's channel. Be safe out there. Make some money. Follow the steps on being safe, guys. That's really important. Yeah, guys, make sure to check out my other videos, and you can become the best rideshare driver out there. All right, guys. Thank you, and make sure to subscribe to be notified whenever I post a new video. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Peace out.
Deuces.